Good day, beloved from the Accounting Club, where we enable you and your business to succeed. Just wanted to share quickly some tips on managing your um, business. Right, so the business is completely separate to yourself as a person, and you are either trading as a limited company or self-employed. And yes, you are involved in the business. It evolves around you, but it is separate to you as a person. It is therefore important to maintain a separate bank account for business. If you're self-employed, you can use your personal account, but from an administrative bookkeeping, record keeping point of view, it makes it easier to keep separate accounts. It also makes it easier to track your business finances and cash flow if you have if you maintain a separate business account. A separate business account is mandatory for limited companies. So even if you tend to use your personal account for business, most of these banks would actually question you and what you use their account for. So as a limited company, it is important, it is mandatory that you have a business bank account. Avoid mixing personal and business expenses, right? So you want to keep your personal life separate from your business life. Keep your personal account personal, okay? There will be occasions where you might not have funds in the business account. Um, that's okay. We will have the occasional occurrences or instances, but as much as possible, you want to be disciplined and keep personal things personal. If you do not have enough funds in the business account, you can lend money to the business. So you could send money from your personal account to the business account. So if you're self-employed and you are using a separate bank account, you can send money to that account and that will be money you've lent to the business. If you are a limited company director, any money that you lend to the business is going to be put down, recorded as a director's loan. So when you're making a transfer from your personal account to the business, you probably want to put director's loan in the reference. Any money you loan to the business can be returned to you tax-free at any time. So when the business has enough funds, you could to pay you back, you can take that money back without tax. As much as possible, pay for all expenses using the business bank account. So if so going back to where the business does not have insufficient funds, you can transfer your own money as a loan to the business and then pay for that expense from the bank account. Number one, that is on the business bank account. Okay, so it makes it easier to maintain the record in case, just in case you lose the receipt or didn't get a receipt, the expense is on the business bank statement. So when you come to do your accounts or when you send us your information, we can see that on your bank statement. If you have paid for it personally and you lose the receipt, then there is the likelihood that you would forget to make a claim for that expense is high. So where you pay for everything, all business expenses with the business account, we are certain that you would be claiming for at least all and almost all of your business expenses. When making payments from your business bank account, include short identifiable references on the bank payment. So, I mean, as an example now, payments to BT telephone company, that is obvious. Payments to for more your mobile phone to Vodafone or to EE, those will be obvious. Um, Payments to cancel will be obvious. If you're paying rent, rent may not be obvious because your landlord can be a private individual, not a rent company. So, as an example now, if you make the payment for rent, you could put rent in the payment reference, and that makes it a lot easier for bookkeeping. So, as much as possible, include identifiable references. If you're paying a salary, include salary. If it's a director's loan, put director's loan in the reference. Um, as much as possible, include a reference that makes it easy to identify the transaction. Um, do not mix. It is important for you not to mix personal funds with business funds. I mean, it helps you to have a better understanding of your business cash flow where you're not mixing personal funds with business funds. Um, I hope you have found this useful. If you have any questions, do feel free to um, let us know and we'll be happy to help. Toby Lab from the Accounting Club, where we enable you and your business to succeed.